Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Parsha with my pairing with David and Isaac.
It's a nice Yom Kippur.
Yeah, thank you. It was very, very meaningful.
Well, we sat next to each other, so
Yeah.
I sort of know how it went, but
It went pretty good.
So-
It went as it looked. We got off to a little late start here due to some technical difficulties. Not my fault or Isaac's fault. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying usually it's our fault. This time it wasn't. And I would love to take blame for this kind of stuff, but I just can't. I cannot lie, especially not a day out here in Kippur. How was your Yom Kippur?
it was good. Went by. It was. I find it easier to fast when you're in shul as opposed to sitting at home.
As opposed to being at work and
Or
finding some good wine. It's very hard to fast. So what do we have? This week's Parsha is Parshat Azinu.
Zina, that's right. And we're getting ready for Sukkot as well.
And we're getting ready for Sukkot. Sukkot is next week, starts Sunday night. Amazing. That's how I see Tishrei. It's like you do the hard work, Rosh Hashanah, starts to make sure
Then you get the party.
It's party time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So now we're just past Yom Kippur, and
This was really the
pretty smooth sailing from here on out.
This was the hard work. You have to put the hard work in.
Put the hard work in. Now you reap the benefits.
Exactly.
So Zeno talks about.
So it's really just
there's some songs in there because we said last week there were going to be songs.
Exactly. It's really just the last niblet before we go into the land.
Mm-hmm.
And Moshe's really I think it's
on the precipice.
Yeah, exactly. We're literally standing over the river.
Right. So they're on the Jordan side, right, up on the mountain. Any chance which particular mountain they may have been standing on?
It might have been Har Nevo.
Har Nevo. Yeah.
Right. The Nevo mountain.
Right. And all right. So
which leads us a perfect segue into what we have for
this week's wine, which is the Nevo Cabernet Sauvignon 2014. This is actually from the Judean Hills. It's not from Har Nevo.
You've been to the winery, correct?
Yes.
And does it overlook the Jordan River at all, or not?
It does not.
Can you, with the binoculars, can you see it?
I don't know. I've been to the winery, and I've been to the parking lot of the winery, which is a little higher than the winery. I didn't look out for Jordan. This is in Moshav Mata, which is a little bit west of Jerusalem.
Okay.
It's a little southeast of some of those other wineries like Zuba, Flam, Castel, Tupperberg. So it's kind of like between those wineries in Jerusalem.
Okay.
Tucked away in this little moshav. Fantastic place to visit. It's really cool. It's really nice and quaint. I like to call their visiting center like a spa. It's almost like a spa winery. It's just like it has that feel to it that you're just like walking to a very relaxing place.
I like that.
And like nice wood and stone interior design.
You don't want to feel rushed when you go into to go to a winery.
No, it's very nice. It's not huge, but they do have a place for parties and things like that in the winery. And they have an outdoor seating place. Very nicely done. They also have that's like the visiting center and where they serve the wine and do the tastings. The actual wine is made like you walk out of the winery and it's like across the street, which is not really like this. It's almost like an alleyway kind of street, a little road. And then there's a bunker on the other side. It used to be a bunker, a bomb shelter. And that's, you go down those stairs and that's where the winery is. Yeah. On the main floor they have the tanks and then downstairs the bower room. So it's a really cool place to visit, really good wine to drink.
And are the grapes grown in that area, in there?
So they're grown not far. He grows some of his grapes, he buys some of the grapes, but like he is on top of it. Even if he's buying the grapes, he's visiting the vineyards. So his name is Nevo. Nevo Chazan is the winemaker. And these are fantastic wines. They're meant to age.
We carry not just this is the Cabernet. We carry a blend and
Merlot and a Petit Verdot. And he doesn't make all the grapes every year. He doesn't make all the wines every year. Like the grapes have to be of the highest quality. And then so like I think 2016 or 2017 he skipped the Cabernet. So I think it was 2016. He didn't make a Cab and Cab is like the mainstay in most wineries. He didn't like the quality that he didn't think it was going to meet his standards, so he skipped it. He made Syrah, he made Rosé, The Syrah's fantastic. I think it's also sold out the 2017 or 18, which, the next vintage that he made. I think right now they're working on the 2018.
We don't happen to have a lot of Nevo left.
No, there's not a lot left, and it's also hard to get because, like, if we have a deal with him where we'll take stuff that he, if he thinks he has a little bit of extra, we'll take it and have it in the U.S. and offer it to our customers.
Most of the stuff is just sold in Israel.
But most of the stuff is sold out. So, like, we can't. Like, there was one year we couldn't get. Like, we didn't get anything in the 2016s.
Okay.
So there's just not enough of it. So we have a little bit of 2014s. We should be getting some 2018s.
Okay.
But then again, it really depends. Because by the time we pick up our stuff from Israel later this year, if he's out, he's out. Right. So last year we were gonna get like 20 cases of Syrah, and then it sold out. Yeah. Okay. So we'll get what we can get our hands on, but it's a very high quality wine and it's in demand.
They're
retailing mainly sell most of this at the winery.
And the retail price of this is like $60, right?
Yeah, the cab is upwards of 60. It's closer to 70. The blend is about 60, and they go on sale sometimes for a little bit more for highlighting the winery specifically. This is good stuff. So without talking about it too much more, and with drinking it a little bit. Yeah, that smell. So this is like really nice. You're getting some rich fruit in there. You're even getting some of the earth and the oak.
It's a little bit astringent, but not too bad. Well, good. Bad. Like, I smell a little bit of the alcohol.
So I'm going for that again. I don't know if this is supposed to be that high in alcohol.
14.5%.
It is 14.5. There you go. Yeah, 14.5. So that's not low, but it should give you a good should pack a good punch. Yeah, so I see what you're saying. You're getting that
just a little bit
of the heat on the nose.
Yeah, it's not like some other wines. Some other wines you'll get a lot of the alcohol up front. But
yeah. All right, let's go in for a swirl. Not enough of it. Fair enough.
Really works well together. All the different elements of this.
It's very smooth.
Really make it easy to drink.
Finishes a bit. You get a bit of that heat on the finish from the alcohol. This is definitely a big wine, so it's something you'll want to drink. You'll want to drink along with food.
Right.
And I'm assuming if you're eating like a big fatty steak,
this would be really good.
A lot of that would be absorbed. But yeah, I do see what you're saying with the alcohol up front and even on the finish.
You get a little bit of a burn in the background, which is, by the way, it's a good thing. I like a little burn.
It's heat.
Yeah.
A little heat. Yeah, so you're getting a lot of dark fruit. Blackberry.
From a tannin perspective, what do you think? This is low to medium?
Yeah, it's medium minus. The tannins are already softened up.
This is already a 5-year-old wine already.
Yeah, it's already 5 years. It's well integrated.
I get
medium, maybe.
Get the fruit right on it. There's the fruit you get right on the tongue.
You get a lot of the fruit up front, and it's even sweeter, riper fruit.
Yeah.
It's not a sweet wine by any stretch, but it's
no, but you're feeling it.
It's like juicy plum, juicy strawberry, juicy.
You know what? I had a plum last night after the fast. A dinosaur plum, it's called. My wife got it from Costco, and it's like you can feel like a plum taste in this a little bit.
Yeah. So very cool wine. This is it's a nice treat to have this here in the office, and it's exclusive. It's very hard to get this wine, so
and it's not much. We don't have much of it left, so if you do want to try it,
I'm not trying to sell it. I'm happy to have it, sit on it for a few more years.
Okay.
Selling it. I don't know when we're going to get more, or people could buy it, whatever.
Yeah.
We're in the business of selling wine.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
This is a good deal. This is wine that you're getting a good deal on because I think could probably sell it for a lot more. It's really that kind of wine.
Yeah, so that's this week's wine. Next week, final week. This is the final countdown. Jerusalem Hills, Cabernet Shiraz. Join us next week as we taste this wine.
Yes.
We'll probably have to find the sukkah.
Next week we'll find so maybe we can do it. You know what we can do?
What can we do?
We can do it at home.
We'll do it at home. I don't know. Who needs to work? But it's Chol HaMoed.
In the Chabad minhag, that was not to decorate the sukkah. No noise sukkah, or yes.
Sukkah is pretty beautiful as it is.
So, but you don't add decorations, or
Chabad minhag is not to add, or that it's not a minhag to add it. Let's put it that way.
Okay. In our house, we like to dazzle it up a little bit.
Yeah, we add decorations in our sukkah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
The kids' projects, stuff like that.
Generally, I find that stuff lasts.
Maybe in Russia it's just a way of saving money. Like, kids, it's not our minhag to do this. They just didn't have the budget for it. Or if like the KGB was going to come around, and you didn't want to start like taking out all this decorations.
Right.
It's just like,
Okay.
I don't know. Or it's just, no, I think the reason is because the beauty of the sukkah itself.
It's
just such a beautiful mitzvah, and it emanates throughout the walls and the schach that you don't need to add anything to it. But it's probably something from Kabbalah.
Okay.
I should have listened better in class. All right. Live from Kosherwine.com is David Nazik wishing you a good Shabbos.
And a good Yontif.
And a good Yontif. And
we'll see you next week.